What it do? What it do? We back like cook crack with another one. This video here, I seen it. I was like, I gotta react to it because it's something that's been going on. People been talking about it. I seen Gilbert Arenas talking to a WNBA player like a week ago about it. Maybe I'll react to that video too. But let's get right into it.
It is 100% true. A good state championship caliber high school boys team would smoke the best team in the WNBA.
I mean, you're not wrong.
For many sports fans,
Is
what
he
Clay
wrong?
Travis said is nowhere near controversial, as it's an opinion.
No. It is controversial. For a man, it's not because we know what it is. But for a woman, this is like blasphemy.
Based in sporting reality. But what do you know? Chelsea Gray, a WNBA player who plays for this year's WNBA champions, the Las Vegas Aces, well, she had a problem with the statement
I want problems, always.
and responded to Travis by calling him
Dumbass. No, respond to the challenge. Well, dumbass. Is he lying? What is that response? I don't know what that response mean. But she has to respond like that because she can't say not true or prove it. She has to say that.
Gray's response to Travis undoubtedly brought more problems to the already problem-riddled WNBA, as Travis doubled down in his response to her by offering to put up
$1 million.
in a WNBA versus high school boys basketball showdown. Unsurprisingly, Gray, the Aces, nor the WNBA have
Quiet as church mouses. They cannot compete. Even, I don't know if I should do it with this video or do it in another video.
responded to Travis's offer, seemingly aware of the reality of what would unfold in such a game. Nonetheless, this has left many sports fans, some that don't even care or watch basketball, very interested and willing to pay to watch this potential face-off.
All right, fuck it. I'm tired of this. This is what I'll say. The reason why the WNBA isn't a successful organization. Number one, let's just go back in the history of the NBA. The WNBA was created, about over 25 years ago, 20 years ago? Over 20 years, minimum. And from the day of its inception, it hasn't made money since. It hasn't generated a profit. Let me not say it don't make money. It hasn't generated a profit. I think the WNBA is in the hole for $10 million every year. And the NBA has to cover that debt. You know what I'm saying? But they always running around talking about no, men don't support them and this, that, and the third. And this. Let's keep it real. Men are not obligated to support the WNBA. That's not what they into. That's where women are supposed to come in and support each other. All this women power shit, feminism shit, and women this, and believe all women. All that stuff y'all be talking about. Like, women are just so together. Why y'all don't come out and support these girls when they playing games at these NBA games? Most women can't name one WNBA player. The reason why I could only name one, I think kind of one, and I can't even really remember her name, is because they went viral the other day for some racist shit that was going on. Shit went viral. But other than that, I didn't know neither one of these girls. But let me tell you why it's failing. One, women inherently, by their nature of them being women, are not interested in sports. Mind blowing. Think about it. Women are not interested in sports. The only women that are interested in sports to this level are women that play sports. The average woman is not sitting around and watching sporting events. She's not going to sporting events unless she's going with her husband, a boyfriend, a male counterpart. She's not going there with her girlfriends. When girls is going to hang out, they're not like, girl, let's go watch this NBA game. Let's watch this football game. It doesn't happen. Women are not interested in sports. They would rather watch the Kardashian, Krishan Rock and Blueface, Bad Girls Club, Love and Hip Hop, degeneracy. You know what I'm saying? Housewives of them, basketball wives. That's the type of shit they want to watch. They not watching no WNBA. They not watching it. Women are not interested in sports. except for the girls that play sports. Simply plain. Another reason why the WNBA is failing. Most of the women in the WNBA, because let's keep it real, you're marketing the WNBA towards females, right? Little girls. That's who you're supposed to be marketing towards. Not little boys. They want to go to the NBA. They're not watching you. So you're marketing this to little girls. But yet, most of the women, I'm just keeping it real, most of the women in the WNBA are butch, masculine, and most of them are like lesbians or dykes or whatever they want to call it nowadays. Most of the females in the NBA are that. There was a video of this girl who was in the NBA, relatively attractive girl. She said she used to get like attacked and they used to like bully her and shit like that because she was heterosexual, meaning she liked men and she wasn't eating carpet. They used to treat her differently. Like, this is how, and think about it though, most girls, even when I was growing up, girls that like was into sports, they was like tomboys. That's what we called them back in the day. Tomboys, just girls who like certain things. That doesn't mean they was lesbians or nothing like that, but those were the rougher type girls. So I could see how, and most of the time, I'm not gonna go into why they turned out this way. But I'm not gonna get into all that. But most of them are masculine and manly. No little girl wants to watch that. That's not marketable to a little girl. She don't want to grow up to be dressing up like a man and pretending to be a dude. I was seeing a video the other day. These WNBA girls, going into the locker room and they showing you their outfits like they do with the NBA players, where they show you their outfits. Oh, look what they went. They wearing suits. All of them dressing like dudes. All of them look. It was like one of them that was dressing feminine with a dress on. The rest of them look like men. Big, doofy, unattractive men. That's what these women look like in it. So you can't market it towards women. Women is not interested in sports. The only time you see like attractive women at sporting events is when they trying to get a man. When they trying to get LeBron or one of them NBA players or them football players. You see them girls. What this bad bitch doing at a football game? She don't care about football. She don't know. She don't know nothing about football. She's there to catch one of them NFL players or them NBA players. That's the only time girls is there. Especially if they attractive and they young. That's why they trying to get picked up. And hopefully get a goddamn contract they sell for like 18 years. Get a baby by one of these suckers. That's what they hoping for. But in general, these girls ain't just pulling up to these events. They're not interested in sports. Men inherently are interested in sports. That's 50% of the population. The other 50% of the population is women. Half of the population is not into sports whatsoever. The other half that are into sports, they will watch the best of the best. They're not going to watch an inferior sport, because that's what watching WNBA basically is. They're slower, they aren't as good, and they're far less athletic. Why would you watch that? You want to see the best play the best. And watching the females, these are not the best of what human capability is when you're watching a basketball game. The men are doing that, so they're just going to watch the men. But even if, let's just say all these feminist women out here, with they bullshit, let's just say they supported the WNBA. Just by the women being 50% of the population, if they supported the WNBA, they would be successful. That would be hundreds of billions of dollars. Especially considering that women spend way more money than men. They just fucking throw money down the drain. That's what they do. They spend money. So why don't they support the WNBA and stuff like that, and all this woman stuff that be out here that be happening, all these feminist movies, Captain Marvel? Why didn't they support it? Because they are full of shit. They just running their mouth. Women don't support each other. That's the exact opposite of what they do. All they do is compete, backstab, pass messages on each other, talk about each other behind each other's back. That's what women do. Women ain't we're all gonna stick together. No, because you see it. When in real life, when it comes into practice and them doing the shit, they not doing it. They just running their mouth. They not going to come together. It ain't no sisterly love. It ain't none of that shit. Every girl for themselves, they all trying to backstab each other to get the top dude. That's all they doing. All this, man, girl power shit, please. You don't see no feminists up in that WNBA chain them on. They aren't there because girls are not interested in that. You could be the most hardcore raging feminist. You don't want to see that bullshit.
And look, there have been other battle of the sexes in sports before that went, well, as expected, such as a professional men's soccer team from the UK.
Speaking of that, Clarissa Shields and Keith Thurman, why she keep calling out this man? Why does she keep calling this man out?
Basically destroying a U.S. women's team 12-0.
Jarvis, there it is. Game over.
And that's bad. 12-0 is bad. Let me tell you why. I don't watch soccer. But every time I do like catch a little glimpse of it or whatever the case may be, the score, literally, I swear to God, when you watch a soccer game, the final score is usually 2-3. Even when I play like FIFA, playing soccer, bro, it's hard to score. The field is huge. Most of the time, you're not even getting it down there before the ball gets stolen from you. Look at some of these top professional soccer games. The score's like 4-5. You don't see that shit no double digits. I've never seen. Even though I don't keep up with the shit I do see, I've never seen a soccer game and somebody had double digits. I've never seen it. The score is usually always, after this long game, 4-5, because it's hard to score them field goals. I said field goals. Oh shit, to score them goals. So for them to have 12-0, that means they completely annihilated them with that type of score. Come on, that's annihilation. That's basically like the Lakers dropping 200 points on a team and the other team got like 20 points or something like that. Like that type of annihilation where it's like, all right, bro. On some football shit, like it's a blowout so bad, you just coast the last couple of, because you blowing them out. It's some shit in football where like if you beating them so bad, they could just kind of give up. Because it's no way of coming back. It's just like just throwing in the towel, bow out. Why is it this? Why did they?
We need to get our.
Or a few years back when the U.S. women's national soccer team played an under-15 boys side behind closed doors and locked.
That's nasty work. That's nasty work. Under 15. But you asked them, they could do anything a man could do.
But in a 1973 tennis match, Billie Jean King did defeat former Wimbledon champion and a very overly confident Bobby Riggs.
Girls play a nice game of tennis for girls, but when they get out there on a court with a man, even a tired old man of 55, they're going to be in.
That lady played a 55-year-old man who ain't played tennis in God knows how long. And even if he still like practices hand, he's 55. He's past middle age. Come on, and you barely probably scraped by. I heard about this shit. She barely scraped by.
90 million people worldwide tune in and is still considered one of the most watched televised sporting
The game of her
events
life,
all
and he's 55 years old,
In other
retired,
words,
home
an
chilling.
exhibition game between
So
a
imagine she's
WNBA
competing with
team
somebody that was
and a
active.
high school boys state championship team would be a massive marketing and
on.
financial opportunity for the WNBA and the players that take part in that.
But it's a lose-lose for them, because one, they're gonna lose, and that all that does is make the WNBA look worse. That's why they ignored them.
If you threw that game on pay-per-view, I really think millions
I'm not
of
gonna
people
lie.
would tune in.
I usually
The
don't
game
support
would have
pay-per-views
too
and shit
many
like that, but I would
underlying
buy that
narratives
shit.
for it not to draw impressive
day, every
numbers.
day.
You know, it would draw those purely interested in the spectacle. It would draw people who wish to see two different genders compete against each other. It would draw both the supporter of the WNBA as well as all the haters of the WNBA.
I don't think there's actually haters. Like, I don't think there is no haters of the WNBA. The reason why, because nobody cares about it. So I don't think there's a single individual with a pulse existing on planet Earth that sits around and hates on the NBA, like just sit around hating on the NBA. I hate the WNBA. That WNBA. Ooh, I hate it. Who has time to sit around and think, bro? Nobody watches it. Nobody cares about it. So to think that there's a contingency of people out there just sitting around, going out their way to hate on the WNBA. Come on, stop it.
Yay. And
For you to do that, that means people care about it. For some people to sit around and hate on something, that means they care about it.
some might argue that the
This is second
WNBA
quarter,
views
24
this as it's a
and
lose-lose situation.
come on, bro. And I've seen. Oh God, I'm bad. I'm sorry. I keep posting the video. It was this. You know how I get to chatting. It was this video with these girls like laying up the ball and like 4 or 5 of them miss a layup. We not talking about a 3-pointer, enough a layup. The ball just keep it almost like a joke. Like this is I thought it was a joke. I'm like, this can't be a real NBA game. This cannot be. But you could compete with the. I be seeing girls missing layups, bro. Layups, bro. Come on.
Either the WNBA team loses to a high school team and gets ridiculed, or they beat the high school team and
Damn,
aren't
she's.
given
I don't know
credit for
who
it.
she is. Mouth's kind of big. I know she tall. I'm 6'2". I know this girl taller than me. Just by looking at her structure and her head alone, you could tell by the size of her head. But she, I don't. I gotta look her up. I can't really tell because she's got her mouth wide open, but she looked relatively attractive.
For
She
as
seemed
they
pretty.
only beat high schoolers.
Close your
However,
mouth
there are
so I can
many
really see.
possible wins in this for the WNBA. First, taking part in the game would probably earn that 12-woman roster more money in a single game than they might make their entire WNBA.
Real shit. If they put it on pay-per-view, I'm
Game is
telling
on
you, that shit is gonna sell a million pay-per-view
Second,
buys. I'm
since
telling
most
you.
basketball fans understand the level of top high school boys, the WNBA team wouldn't even necessarily
People know what's up. Bro, these high school dudes is monsters. Bro.
have to win. Just keeping the game close.
Look at the size of these fuck-
would be
bro.
Massively
Look at the size of these fucking dudes. They 15, 16. Come on, bro.
impressive and might increase respect for the league. Remember, before rule changes, players could go straight to the NBA from high school. Think Kobe, LeBron, KG,
Come on, straight to the
T-Mac,
league.
and
That's how
Ricardo
good they
Rose to
are.
the Rain Man,
Come
Sean
on.
Kemp.
Come on, straight out of high school,
Highly
disrespecting
likely the
dudes. What you
WNBA
think?
team would be facing off against some players that have the talent to be in the NBA.
NBA.
Thus, a close loss is actually quite respectable. Lastly, this game would undoubtedly be the most watched game WNBA players have ever been a part of. Therefore, it would be the biggest marketing opportunity ever presented to the league. So actually, the only way the WNBA and its team loses in this scenario is if the high school team absolutely obliterates
And I
it.
think that's
This
what's gonna
fact
happen.
makes the WNBA
If they don't
silent
take it easy on them, because you know they're gonna be in it. If they play like they playing for the championship,
challenge
destruction,
definite, as it reveals
like
today
110
that
to like
everyone else knows
20 or something like that. I'll be
also
shocked if they
that
score
would
20 points.
Absolutely get destroyed. Again, this is not meant to be disrespectful. It is just a fact. Let's add some context to this debate by taking a look at the Mount Verde High School boys team.
Oh my
This
God.
is a school, by the way, that boasts
I never heard of
such as
them.
Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons,
I don't-
and D'Angelo.
For people out there, I don't watch basketball. I don't watch football. The only sports I watch is boxing, and they've been moving kind of. I'm more about to get them on the back burner, and UFC. That's it. I don't watch no other sports. And the crazy part about it, I could name you like 30 NBA players off the top of my head. I don't even watch basketball. I can't name one WNBA player. Come on. You can ask any girl outside, random girl, name me an NBA player. She's going to name at least 5. Iverson, Jordan, a couple of them she liked from back in the day, LeBron. Come on. And she don't watch no fucking basketball. That's how you know they transcend the game of basketball. Because even if you don't watch it, you heard their name. They shoe selling this, that. I could name you at least 20 NBA players, and I don't watch basketball. I've never sat down and watched a basketball game from beginning to end. I've seen a game before on TV. I play basketball, I play football, but watching it is just boring to me. I don't want to see dudes running up and down. It's boring to me. I've watched probably like 5 minutes of an actual NBA game, like 5 minutes, and then it's like, yeah, I can't do this.
Angelo Russell, just to name a few. Their current roster consists of center Derek Queen, the number 12 prospect in his class, coming in at 6'10", 240
6'10".
At power forward,
At
Asa
16,
Newell, the number
15,
13
16.
prospect in his class, coming in at 6'9", 205 pounds.
6'9",
At
bro.
small forward, we have
These
Cooper
big motherfuckers, bro. I'm 6'2". These niggas is 15, 16. 8, 9 inches taller than me. You looking up at this. How old are you? I'm 15. Like,
Flag, the number 1 prospect in his class at 6'8", basically
6'8".
200 pounds. Shooting guard, Liam McNeely, the number
and they don't look that
prospect in his
tall
class,
from the computer. They don't look that tall. They look like
almost
regular. They
200
look.
pounds. Then at
They don't
point
look that
guard, we
tall.
have the little Rob Wright, only the number 30 prospect in his class, coming in at 6 foot, basically 170 pounds.
The reason why they don't look that tall, because everybody on the team is tall. So they all look, everybody matching up. But when you see them next to a regular sized person, then it's like, oh, these
Anyone
motherfuckers is
think
giants.
The WNBA team is winning against that high school boys team. In the words of a wise basketball oracle, they are
Delusion.
And if someone wants to make the argument that Mount Verde
Delusional.
isn't a state champion as they only compete on a national level and therefore wouldn't qualify to be a team in this situation, okay, sure, but that's basically a cop-out and is admitting that some high school teams would indeed beat WNBA teams, which is ultimately the point Travis and others are making. And to stress
And he
again,
said he
that's
picked the team
fine,
too.
as males and females are different with different athletic capabilities, which is often reflected in other sports. Fact, let's think of volleyball. I digress.
Bro, when I see men compete against women, it's just like, I'll be feeling so bad. I'll be like, that's just sad.
Go ahead and look at another potential matchup for a WNBA squad.
Come
The
on.
Florida State champion from this past year, the Christopher Columbus basketball team. They boast a starting five of Cam Boozer, the second-ranked prospect in his class who comes in at 6'9", 225 pounds.
6'9".
Then Malik
This
Abduali, who
motherfucker's
is
giants.
6'8" and has committed to play D1 at Princeton. Next up, we got Caden Boozer, who is the 16th prospect in his class, who comes in at 6'5". To finish off the lineup, we got Angelo Miranda, who's coming in at 6'4", and Benny Fragella, who's coming in at 6'3". And a little fun fact, the Boozers on this team are the sons of former NBA player Carlos Boozer. Anyway, if we really examine the matchup between the Las Vegas Aces and this Columbus squad, we'll see
I don't know why when I see that picture of them, it just made me laugh. Hold on. I don't know why that made me laugh. Why that made me laugh? That's fucked up. Why was that funny? I don't know.
always have the majority of the tallest players on the court, while all boys would always have the majority of the tallest players
fuck
on
it.
the court.
Yeah,
while
they just
always
look
having
like
the faster,
food.
stronger, higher jumping players in a sport where those attributes intersect.
Those
and
are the
often
only
create
attributes that matter.
You know,
Running, jumping, like
anyone who's
athleticism.
undersized,
And of course
less
skill, but of
athletic
course you're going to be
WNBA
skilled. You've been
team
practicing
is
your whole
beating
life.
that
And you can run and jump.
is probably on crack. But ultimately, for the majority of sports fans who would die to see this matchup,
Everybody want
there's
to see it too,
almost
because
no
people
chance
tired of
we'll
this
ever
shit.
witness a
I want to
WNBA
see it
team
too, even though I know what's going to happen. And I'm not even a person like that. Like, if I know the result of something, like a fight, not a movie. Like, I'm weird like that. Like, some people, if they know the ending of a movie, they don't want to see it. Me, if I know the ending, I still want to see it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. That make me actually want to see it more, because now I want to see how did they get to that point. Even if you told me, yo, this is what happened at the end of the movie, now I want to know how did they get to that point. It's not, I don't take it as, oh my God, you ruined the movie for me. No. Even a fight. Like, sometimes, like, if I used to miss a fight, if I'm at work, I would just check the results. Like, oh shit, he knocked him out. Now I gotta go home and see how he knocked him out. It actually made me want to see it more. Like, I gotta see how he did it. It's not like, oh, they ruined it for me. No, I'm not like that. I'm actually different. That's weird.
team take on a high school boys state champion. Nonetheless, I stand firm in
But
the
in
opinion
a
that
situation
it
like this,
would
I wouldn't
yield
necessarily.
money
I know what's gonna
for
happen.
the
I
NBA
still
if
would
done
want to see
via
it.
pay-per-view. That it would be the biggest marketing opportunity the league has ever had, and that it could actually increase respect for the league if they were able to hold their own. However, if a game like this ever does happen,
The only time I don't like to
same
see
bet as
something
the
if I know
UConn
it's not gonna
women's
be
head coach,
competitive.
Gino Auriemma.
For example, Tank versus Ryan Garcia. I didn't want to see that fight because
gonna go to the ATM and I'm gonna sell my house and I'm gonna put all my money
every
On the
dollar
boys team.
on the boys team. every
Anyway,
dollar. I would do
thanks
that.
for watching. Until next time, yo.
That's why I'm an advocate of men, transgender men, turning into women and going into like combat sports. I'm a fan of that. I don't have a problem with it. Why would I have a problem with it? Only if I could bet on it. If I can't, I'm strongly against it. Strongly against it. If I can't bet on it, I don't want to. I'm against it. But if I could bet on it, I think that man that's turning into a woman, I think he's equal to those other women that he's fighting if I could bet on it. If not, then he's way stronger than them, and that shit is not right. Like and subscribe. I'll be back to y'all with another one. Let's go.